Yes, you read that title right. I got Botox at 22 years old.
Stars shining bright above me.
Hey y'all, it's Alyssa Luisa. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. I apologize for not posting, but this video will explain a little bit of why. And as you can see by the title, I did get Botox, though it may not be for the reason that you think, so definitely watch to the end to get the full story. If you're interested in this video and more videos from me, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to help out the channel, and please keep on watching. So I bet you're all wondering why I chose to subject myself to getting Botox injections at my young age. I'm sure you're like,
What in the world? What is she thinking? What is she doing? She's ruining her face.
well, I actually didn't get it for cosmetic reasons at all. I'm actually not really worried about aging, preventing aging. I mean, I'm preventing it in terms of I try to drink a lot of water, try to drink healthy, try to keep up with my skincare, but in terms of those types of things like Botox and fillers, I really am not interested in those type of things at this point in my life in terms of anti-aging. No shade or hate to anybody who does do it at my age or otherwise. I think everybody should do what makes them happy, because really it's nobody else's business what you're doing with your face. But yeah, so I got Botox for my migraines actually. Botox are an approved treatment for migraines. They inject the Botox in, your shoulders, your neck, your head, and yes, a little bit like in, your forehead area, such as the typical cosmetic placement for Botox. But again, that wasn't my main reason for getting it. I actually didn't know they were going to put it like in my forehead area at all. I understood that they were just going to put it like in my shoulders and my neck, a little bit like in the back of my head and my temples, and I think a little bit in my jaw because I have TMJ, which is temporal mandibular joint dysfunction as well. So I didn't even know they're going to put it anywhere like here. You'll see in the video where the doctor is injecting it. I will include some footage of me going to the doctor's office, how the office is set up, how the Botox tray is set up, and you will see the live footage of me actually getting the injections. So if you're not interested in seeing needles or seeing people stuck with needles, though you don't really see it because I'm kind of like sitting like this, and for the most part the doctor's behind me and like injecting me in like the shoulders and the neck, and then when he injects me in the face I actually have to turn to face him, so I'm not really I don't really think you see that much in terms of like, oh, like needles, like but if you're interested in seeing like how the process is of getting Botox, I really recommend watching it if it's something that you're interested in yourself, if you want to know how the experience goes. I didn't find it to be painful at all. I'm not someone who is really afraid of needles though. I'm a nurse, so there's that. But I would say that like if I scratched myself like with my finger by accident, like if I said like, ah, like that hurt, like that would have hurt me more than like the little needle that they, because it's a very, very, very small needle. It's not big at all. I would compare the feeling of getting the injection to like a vaccine. A vaccine, in terms of the needle hurts a bit more because vaccine needles are bigger and they're going into your muscle. Botox is also going into your muscle, but it's a very small, like it's a very small needle. Almost if you have had insulin shots, I would compare it to those type of needles. Very, very thin, very, very short. You hardly feel it when they go in. And in terms of vaccine feeling, it feels like how when they inject the vaccine, like that pressure, that's kind of what it feels like. So barely hurts, just like a little bit, like you feel it kind of going in, but that's it. So in terms of my migraines that I have been suffering from for several years, as I said, I've tried every medication under the sun. Didn't work for me. This Botox was basically a last resort to try to get my life back, because these migraines have kind of taken my life away from me in terms of quality of life, in terms of being able to work. I felt like my life was kind of owned by these migraines. Like I'm either having a migraine, if I don't have a migraine, I'm worrying about when I'm going to get a migraine, if it's going to affect something that I'm doing, if it's going to affect my work, if it's going to affect whatever. I actually had to take some time off of work, unfortunately, because of this. These migraines are horrible. I had to file for disability. It was a whole big thing. It was a whole issue, but it's getting resolved now, and that's what I'm happy about. Everything happens for a reason. Everything works out as it's supposed to, so I'm really glad that everything's working out, that I'm able to go back to work soon. And so the footage that you're about to see is going to be me arriving to the doctor's office, showing you the layout of the room, the layout of the Botox tray, and the footage of the doctor actually injecting me with the Botox. So if you're interested in seeing me being injected with the Botox, seeing how the process goes, definitely keep on watching. If you're afraid of needles, if you're afraid of injections, if you're not about that life at all, I get it, honey. It's okay. I won't be offended. But please click off the video now, or maybe fast forward to the end where I'm talking about it so you don't have to see that. Hey y'all, so I'm currently at Dr. Steinberg's office waiting to get my Botox. Very exciting. They're gonna be injecting it in my temples, the back of my neck, also in my jaw. So I'm really hoping that this is what's gonna really help me with my migraines.
Okay. So first we'll do here, then I do a couple here, then we do in the scalp, okay, and then we'll do the rest.
So that was my experience receiving Botox for my migraines. My doctor did tell me that it can take 3 to 7 days to really see the effects start to kick in. I did still have a migraine the day that I received it, which I have heard that, you know, sometimes the pressure of putting it in can exacerbate it a little bit, so totally understandable. Hopefully when the week is up on Friday, I can really start feeling those effects in about a week or a month. I want to update you all on how this is going, and maybe even do another video on my migraines altogether, my experience with my migraines, how I have treated them, what I've done that has worked, what hasn't worked. And yeah, if you're interested in that type of content of the migraines, please let me know, or any other videos and ideas that you have. So that wraps up today's video on my experience receiving Botox. I hope you guys learned something either about migraines or about Botox, and the fact that you can get Botox for other reasons than just cosmetics. It actually has a medical use, or several medical uses, if you want to look those up. If you want me to do more videos on my migraines, what my experiences have been with that, what has worked, what has not worked for me, the doctors that I've been to with that experience, if you're interested, please let me know. It's something that I really love to talk about with you guys, because it's something that has affected my life very, very immensely. It's very, very debilitating. And for anybody else who has experienced this, I feel for you. I'm so sorry that you're going through this. I know how terrible it is, and I really hope that you find something that works for you soon. Please comment with any questions and concerns, any video ideas for me in the future. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.